Hold up, hold up, hold up. It's that boy G-Planz. Don't give a damn. He cooler than a fan. Walking real tall, some say he's a man.
Are we good? We rolling?
All right, we rolling, brother.
What's poppin' with this Cam Jae?
What's up, brother, man? Thank you for having me, brother. You know how we get down.
Yeah, shout out to man, like I say, shout out to Sway. Like he the one who put it together. You know, I always, you know what I'm saying? When people connect me to great people, I always like, hey, he did that, you know what I'm saying? But
Oh, for sure.
before we start, you know, we rolling, we was talking about the good day tour. Man,
Oh, for sure.
How did that come about? Talk to the people, man. Let us know how did that come about. Who's all involved with it?
Man, the Good Day Tour, that ain't gonna be nothing but a whole bunch of good days combined in one, man. That shit gonna be so lit, so turnt. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a beautiful situation. How it came about was I gotta give, you know what I'm saying, the credit to my team, Gravity Music, you know what I'm saying, Big Lade, man, he put everything together, man. You know what I'm saying? He put everything together. This is the Chicago, he like the Chicago's, we like the Chicago QC right now. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He putting everything together. You know what I'm saying? So the people that's involved in the tour is Kodie Shane, Z Money, and the special guest. One of the special guests gonna be Bali Baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know about her.
You know what I'm saying? So for sure, man, we turning that thing to the max. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta come because God gonna be there. You know?
Oh yeah, straight up. And see, I saw another earlier. I was on your IG.
For sure.
And, I know you and FBG Duck got a record.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he going crazy. He been going crazy in the city.
Oh,
You know
my boy.
what I'm saying? Like how's y'all relationship? How did it all that come about with you working with him?
Man, the city's so close, but it's so separated. So it's like everybody know each other. If you doing a little something, if you ever left the house, if you ever hopped off the porch, everybody know each other. So it's like, you know, we just came together because we came together previously about 2 years ago and did a record. And we've been rocking ever since then. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's my man's. I fuck with him heavy. You know, he doing his thing. I congratulate him every time I see him get a little step higher. And, you know, vice versa. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to turn up with him every time. So I heard the record. I made the record. You know what I'm saying? Heard it when it was completed. I put it through the little streaming. And when I say the streaming, I mean, everything got to be verified by the boss man. You know what I'm saying? So he heard it. And he was like, man, we got to get Duck on this record. I think that'd be a good record for him. So I'm like, all right, you know what I'm saying? It was no debate, no hassle, no back and forth. And we contacted Duck. He was 100% for it. You know, he should always show love, so he was 100% for it, and we made it happen ASAP.
Yeah, that's great, man. And it's crazy. Well, I don't say it's crazy. It's good that you stuck with your fellow people, because some niggas, they'll go get an outside feature. You know what I'm saying? But then we go work with him.
Yeah, we showing love everywhere.
In the zone. Oh yeah, and this off the muscle. Like, I don't know if you saw the news today. And since we talking about Chicago culture,
right.
Chicago.
Right.
You got any thoughts on Kanye right now? I gotta ask that. Like, why is it in my head? Like, this dude. Like.
Okay.
How you feel about that?
I feel like Kanye is a genius. I feel like, but with that being said, I feel like Kanye is extremely misunderstood. I feel like what he's trying to accomplish, I feel like his spirit and his heart is in the right place. He just don't know who he's dealing with morally. Like the person on the opposite side, I feel like he doesn't know that person's intentions. So he's trying to do the right thing for our culture. He's trying his hardest. But I feel like to us, we're more hands-on, we're more attacky. That's not a word, but that's how we are. Like we got our shield up, so once we see something that look like, in layman's terms, fuck shit, we just gonna never mind it and be like, get this bullshit out of here. But I feel like Kanye's heart is in the right place. He's trying to do the right thing, but I feel like he's just negotiating with somebody who don't give two fucks. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he just need to, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say he need to drop it, but he's just trying another way. He's trying another route because like he said previously, you know, he feel like us as African Americans, we try, or just urban people in general, we tried so much, but we never tried to direct our energy towards love and project it with love. So that's what he's trying to do. So I feel like he's not using emotion. He's using all logic. Like, okay, we tried this. We never tried this. So I feel like he's just gearing his beams based off of logic and not so much emotion. So he doesn't really know how it's affecting people when he does those things, like wear the mega hat. But I feel like we should all be judged by our spirit and our heart, you know what I'm saying, and our intentions. So I feel like he's doing it with good intentions. He has a good spirit and has a good heart, but he's just doing something that we all just don't agree with at the moment, you know. But me personally, you know, Kanye gonna be Kanye. You know, I'm all for love and positivity. So if that's what his gear is towards, I'm with him.
Well, I just wanted to hear your side because, like, I mean, I'm not from Chicago, so I figure like Chicago natives somewhat know Chicago natives, so I just want to hear, you know, what you have to say. But I want to say this too, man. Like, what part of Chicago are you from?
I'm from the South Side.
South Side. Like, and how is it on the South Side from all the other places in Chicago?
Man, every side different. That's what's so crazy about Chicago. Like, I've been to many different states, but what's so crazy in different cities. But what's so crazy about Chicago is how different it is on every side. But every side got their bullshit, but every side is different. It's like you going to a whole nother place sometimes. Like, I'm from the South Side. The South Side is where, you know, it go down. They clown over East. They clown over East too. They clown out West and they clown up North. But out South is like, you know what I'm saying, that's the no man land right there. You know what I'm saying? They you know, they crazy.
How was it like growing up for you, like on that side of town? Like, how was it?
Man, it was cool. Like, the crazy part is you never really know how bad it is. It don't matter how many people you lose. It don't matter how many times you see you know what I'm saying, when you were a kid, you could see your uncle get shot trying to serve some crack, serve some dope, or, you know what I'm saying, you lose your loved ones and your homies. You don't really realize how crazy the situation is until you step out and mature in the mind. As soon as you become mature in the mind and step away from it and look from a different perspective, that's when you start to realize, like, damn, I was 14 years old with 5 dead homies. Like, you don't really think about it at the time. You just mad or hurt or sad about the situation. You never really sickened. You never really sickened by the situation until you get older. Like, we were really shooting at each other at 15. Like, before we was in high school, we freshmen in high school, you know what I'm saying, getting shot at by 25, 26, 27-year-old men. Like, you don't really look at it like that until, you know what I'm saying, you get a little older, because we all felt like we was grown. You feel me? So, and a lot of us wasn't raised by our parents. A lot of us got crackhead mamas. You know, not speaking from personal experience, but me personally, my mama left when I was young, and my daddy left when I was young. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people go through like the little adoption. You know what I'm saying? Go through like the be an orphan or go through those. I ain't go through that. They just left the crib. You know what I'm saying? To the point where I'm in the crib by myself. Like, literally, like, people say they raise themselves. I'm not hating on that concept, because a lot of them do. Because a lot of their parents don't be there mentally. But I physically, like, really, by definition, I raised myself. Like, everybody left. Like, I got brothers, sisters, all of them were gone. It was just me and one of my older brothers, and he wasn't really that type. Like, he was always gone. So, and he was only a year older than me. So, you know what I'm saying? So I raised myself, like, literally raised myself. Since I was, no, my grandma passed. Both my grandmas passed before I was even 9.
Wow, that's crazy, man. Like, so, like, you fed yourself?
I fed myself, yeah. For sure. I just go to the store. And it's funny as hell that I'm grown now, but I just go to the store. You know, you got to sneak around and shit, make a sandwich on the low, open the bread, put the little meat in there, put the cheese in there, you feel me? You can't get too fancy. You can't get no lettuce. You can't get no mayo or none of that shit. You just got to get the bread, cheese, the ham, and then you just go crazy. You feel me? Like, yeah, I fed myself. You know what I'm saying? Or I got a homeboy. Shout out my boy, you know what I'm saying, Chop Boy KD. He was the one that was, you know, his mama was real loving. And just like my other boy, Tweet, his mama was real loving. My other boy, Kendall P, which is one of my producers on the project, on my EP coming up, his mama was real loving. So a lot of my homies, I latched on to their mamas like my mama. So they was like, they'll make sure I got food on certain days, and when they can, they always made sure I was good. So, yeah, I had like 3, 4 mamas and shit.
Man, that's what's up, man. Like, I commend you for doing that, taking care of yourself. Y'all some strong guys up there, man. Like, I've been to Chicago a few times. Like, the last time I was in Chicago was in May. It has an artist up there. His name 147 Cowboy.
Oh yeah, that's my boy.
Man, that little dude was special, going crazy. So we did an interview on the south side of Chicago. And he was just talking about how it is up there and how people growing up. And basically, you know, we kept Chicago because there's so much stuff going on up there from all the different artists and stuff like that. But since we're talking about that, like how, the current scope musically, like how do you feel about Chicago as a whole, the whole city?
Man, I love musically, right?
Yes, musically.
I love Chicago musically. You know what I'm saying? I love it. Like I feel like we all just project what we feel. Like that's what we go through, our hurt, our pain at the same time, not just our hurt and our pain and our suffering, also our joyous at times. Cause growing up, you know what I'm saying, what was cracking to me then, you know what I'm saying? And when I go to different areas and different cities and they think I'm crazy for saying that shit popping. You know what I'm saying? Like when I be like, man, it's fun to do this, and they be like, nah, brother, that shit illegal. Like, so it's like, when it comes to the music scene, that's what they talk about. So, you know what I'm saying, I can enjoy it from a different standpoint because I understand where they coming from. So I enjoy Chicago music a lot. I love Chicago. Man, I was jit, man. L. Hitler, I was just listening to L. Hitler. I listen to Cowboy. I listen.
That boy going crazy. You got that, what's that dude named El Gato?
Yeah.
He going dumb.
I listen to all of them, man. I love all of them. They all fire. To me, they all hard. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I could do one critique, I wouldn't even say critique, but if I could do, you know what I'm saying, make one adjustment with Chicago music, I say for a couple records we could talk about what they not seeing. Because they already seeing the bullshit, but it's days where we get it cracking. They be so fun on me. They be fun in a positive, like, you know what I'm saying? We probably did something illegal, like use a little wrench to bust a fire.